Hello guys. It's been a while, but I'm back and we're in a new season for Destiny, Season of the Lost. And so we've got some Lost Sector guides to go over. I'm actually doing this one again. I did it in a previous season, but obviously we've got new artifact mods and all that good stuff. So I wanted to show you guys the empty tank. This is the Legend Lost Sector. Today, the rewards are arms. So if you want to get out there before reset tomorrow and get those exotic arms for Titan and Warlock that are new this season, definitely go ahead and do that. As you can see, we're going to be encountering barrier and overload champions. The burn is solar and shields are going to be arc. There's only one arc shield, so you really don't have to worry about it, especially if you're going to be using a sword, which is what I'm using in my loadout. So taking a look at my Warlock here, we are going bottom tree Dawnblade, and we're going to be using an auto rifle and a bow for our champions. We're also going to use the sword, but I don't put overload sword on here because I don't really feel like you need to spend that many points in your armor to get it on. Also, when you're farming these lost sectors, make sure you put one of the new ghost mods on that's going to give you a boost to that stat from your drops. For the Warlock arms, I went ahead and put discipline since it's focused on grenades already. And then over to the armor, I'm using Dawn Chorus for the bonus burn effects, which is going to improve our grenades and our Tichus. You could also use Stag for the damage reduction, or you could use Mantle of Battle Harmony because we are using a solar weapon on a solar subclass. For mods, I went with Taking Charge, High Energy Fire, and then also Wrath of Rasputin since we're doing a lot of solar splash damage. And then we also have two well mods on here. One of them is going to give us solar wells, and the other one is going to give us increased damage when we pick up those solar wells. And that's it for the build. Let's start the run. Alright, so right off the bat at the bottom of the stairs, we're going to be finding our first overload. Just take out your Tichus. You can hip fire this. What you want to do with Tichus is hip fire and then aim down sights to explode the enemy. The hip fire is going to do some kind of auto tracking, as you can see the little diamonds on my screen. If you guys haven't really used Tichus before, that's how you want to do it. Trinity Ghoul also works really well in this lost sector. I tried that initially, but you don't really need much arc, so I wanted to go for the solar since that is the burn for this lost sector today. And Tichus has some nice AoE damage with the explosion. Now here's where it can get a little sketchy with this barrier servitor here, because as you can see, everybody is immune. And I'm trying to find a good angle here without getting completely wrecked. Meanwhile, all the drags are throwing grenades at you and all the vandals are sniping you from across the way. So you just have to be careful and poke out. This part here took a lot longer than it probably should have, and at one point I even almost restarted the run just so I can get a nice clean run for you guys, but it's probably better that you see it this way where I'm taking it a little bit slower. Now I knew that the barrier was going to pop their barrier pretty soon. It's around 2/3 health, so I had my auto rifle out and ready to go, and then I switched back to Tichus to get that explosion off on the barrier servitor because that's going to kill a lot of the adds around him. Now here was where I screwed up. I wasn't ready for the barrier and I didn't have my auto rifle out. So we got back a lot of health. And then here, same thing, I had to reload, so I really screwed up twice here on this barrier servitor. So hopefully you guys will be prepared for that barrier to come up. Here's where I almost just quit, but I said, nah, screw it. It's only been 2 minutes, which is pretty good for this first room. You're just going to want to clear out as many enemies as possible because they can really take your health down now that we're just at level with this lost sector right now. Go ahead and flip the switch. Now here is where the solo arc shield guy is going to come out. I don't know how he teleported that fast. That was amazing moves on his part. But as you can see, the sword makes quick work of that captain. Alright, so on to the boss room. Now we're going to go through this little maze in the middle. I just run past all of these enemies, all the thrall and all of the dogs, and we're going to go at the end here and do a little swipe with the guillotine, and that's it. We're good to go. You might have a couple of random thrall and you can just kill them if you want. So the boss room spawns go like this. We're going to get this door to the left right here. So you're going to be ready for that. And Overload Captain is going to come out. He may teleport immediately. Just start teleporting around. Try to stun him as quickly as possible and then take him down with that guillotine. If you don't get on him right away after he stuns and you feel like the guillotine's not going to be able to kill him fully, then it's okay. Just back up and use Tichus to whittle him down and stun him, because the other ads are not going to spawn until that group of ads is dead. Now the second group of ads is over here on the right. As you can see, an anti-barrier guy comes out. Again, I'm an idiot and I didn't have my auto rifle out. He popped that way sooner than I thought he would, so just be prepared for that. This guy can hurt really bad, so make sure you are peeking in and out of cover. As you can see here, I was a little worried that I was going to die there, but we were able to get the stun and go in with the sword. You want to try and get close to them so you can take them out with the sword, because it's going to be a lot faster, but you can always just keep doing Tichus and the auto rifle and rotating back and forth if you need to. Alright, so now come the ads. The barrier is down. All these melee guys with their wonderful glaives are going to come over. Well, I guess they're not really glaives because they're just melee, but yeah, the boss was being a little sneaky. The boss was being a little sneaky on me there. I did not see the boss whatsoever, so I'm gonna get some burn on the boss and then pop Dawnblade and completely melt the boss with Dawn Chorus. Dawn Chorus adds so much damage, and we're gonna toss a few Dawnblades down over at the barrier, which we were able to get very low. Stunned again, but we're gonna take our focus over to the Vandals. I always want to make sure the Vandals, the Drags, all those little dudes are dead. And then we finish off that servitor, and that's it. That's the Lost Sector, guys. Pretty easy. This one's kind of rough on the higher levels, so I would recommend just doing this at 1320 and save the master version for another time. But that's the quick and dirty of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I haven't made a full-fledged video on Destiny in a while. Let me know what else you guys want to see, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.